Well, we're back out on the bank again. On my day ticket water, well, my runs of water this time. Welcome to this week's vlog. Well, my rods haven't even been in the water 10 minutes. Just done the intro to the vlog. Sat down, and I've had my first fish of the year. It's not very big, but there you go. It's about £8 or £9, I suppose. So yeah, up and running for 2018. Couldn't have happened to a nicer fella, could it? Right, be back in a minute. That was a nice surprise. I'm in a different mood now than what I have been. I think the syndicate water was getting to me a bit. So I've just come down for a bit of fun. I've only got today, so I didn't bother going to the syndicate water because I knew it would be stitched up. There's one or two people starting to have a few fish now, so there'll be a lot of people jumping on the bandwagon. So yeah, within 10 minutes that fish, within 10 minutes. Casting my rods out, put a line of bait out at about 40 yards. Done the intro to the vlog. Got sat here, well, stood here, and it ripped off. For a minute I wondered what bloody hell was happening, because a long time since I've seen my bloody indicators move. Too bloody long, I think. Yeah, I didn't bother weighing it. It's not very often I weigh the fish in here. Rigs I'm using today are all nylon fluoro, because I think the crayfish have woken up because of the temperatures we've had in the last week. I don't want to braid it up meant there, because they will tangle it up the buggery if they are awake. I've got 3 rods in the silt. I'll just show you. I've got 1 rod just there, 1 rod there, and 1 rod there. They're all in a line, a straight line rather than a diagonal line. Fishing in the silt, as I always do, and the baits are, let's just get my bait bucket, they're just a mixture. 14mm, 12mm, 16mm, different colours, different flavours. So yeah, they're just a few what I'd left over from the winter, really. So times are changing, things are looking good. This is actually the first time we've been out since Easter bank holiday. Eventually got all my kit dried out after that. So yeah, hook baits today are, what are they? On the right hand rod I've got one of my CSL dumbbells. On the middle rod, which is what I had the fish on, I've got a new pop-up that I'm trying. Citrus fruit crunch, something like that. And on the left hand rod I've got my pineapple and ebuteric wafter. That has got a supple hair on it, so that the bait can still sit up. Yes, I've got workmen behind me. So yeah, the orange crunch or whatever it is, punch, they come in two different sizes in the pot. Got a 14mm and a 10mm. Obviously with the water, I'm going to start using them on there. I'll use the 10mm Palmer Snowman and the 14mm as a pop-up. I've got some others to try sometime today, but they've got no name as yet. I like the colour because they're like they're about the same colour as a washed out fish meal. Yeah, that sort of mucky white, light brown colour. So I'll pop one of them on sometime through the day. I mean, I'm only a few yards from my car. All I've got here is my 3 rods, my cradle, my net, my bait, and one of my small tackle boxes. If I need anything else, it's all in the car. So yeah, that'd be first fish of 2018. Big or small, take care of them all. So yeah. Fun and games, fun and games. I've seen a lot of people just lately on various Facebook pages, internet forums and places like that, asking what's the best hook for a certain rig. Now, to me, my way of thinking on it is, if you have to ask people what's the best hook for a certain rig, then you shouldn't be using that rig because you don't know the mechanics of it. Whether that's just me or whether it's other people, I don't know. But yeah, if you're asking what's the best hook for a certain rig, then you don't know where that rig's working. So therefore you shouldn't be using the rig. Plain and simple. Yes, I can understand people asking what's the best rods, what's the best line, what's the best reels, but I can't for the life of me think why you're asking about the best hook. Makes you think, doesn't it? I mean, as I've said before, I've got 4 basic hook patterns. Long shank, curve shank, wide gape, and the Gardner incisors for snag fishing. Only hooks I carry. Oh, I've got some stiff riggers as well for my main fishing. Obviously for certain rigs I have certain hooks. As I said in the Syndicate series, zig fishing I use drum and ball hooks, although I'm getting short on a certain size of them, so I've got to look around for another one of more or less exactly the same but in a size 10. I've had a look at the Fox floater and zig hook. That don't look too bad, but I don't like paying Fox prices for stuff like that. So I don't know what size they go down to, but the ESP stiff rigger, that's an option. Floater fishing is Drilling Super Specialist. That's it. I'm suspecting, as a first thought, that the the crayfish are active because I'm getting a lot of single bleeps. Now, I am fishing in the sill, so if I was fishing on gravel, them indicators will be permanently going if the crayfish are active. I've seen one fish on the surface. That was about an hour ago, I suppose. So there's quite a few people on today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. I could look there, 9 people on today. When I was coming down here through January, I don't think I see 9 people through the whole of the month. That bait I'm working on through the winter, or for the winter, I should say. It's coming on nice. I've not mixed the nut yet. I've changed some of the ingredients within it, and I think now that it's spot on. So it's just a case of getting the ingredients, knocking up a test mix, see how it rolls and what the leakage is like. For a change on this bait, I've gone the amino acid profile route, and I've got it so as that at the moment all the amino acids, or essential amino acids, are covered for. Like I say, time will tell as to whether it will roll or not. When I get the ingredients and when I get a test batch made up, it should do. But that's always the biggest test when formulating baits. Will it roll? If it rolls, it'll be a good bait. If you don't roll, it's back to the drawing board. Yeah, I have actually changed a couple of powders in it. Because I was struggling to, when I first wrote it down on paper, I was struggling to get the amino acid profile right. Some on them was too low, some on them was sky high. Now, I'm not too bothered if they're sky high. It's just that I don't want them low, because then the protein within the bait will not be utilised to its fullest. But now that I've got the amino acid profile right, like I say, it's just a matter of whether it rolls. I think I've got the attractor profile sorted for it. I think. Because it's going to be a bird food base with a vanilla, what's the word, backtone to it. I don't want to go for a sharp flavour. When I say sharp flavour, I mean something like pineapple or plum. I want a nice supple smell to go with it. And I was looking back through me old combinations through the week, and I think I've come up with the one I want. That's providing I can get the original flavour. If you can't get the original flavour, then I'm going to have to go for something else. Well, I'm still getting a few sharp bleeps, so I don't think they're crayfish. Seen a couple of fish on the surface. But not enough to warrant to get the floater rod out. Not only that, flying rats were about as well. So, just for a laugh, I might even, when I'm on my holiday, I might even come down here for a night, just for a laugh. Because that's all it will be. I just can't take this lake serious. Don't know, well, I do know why. Yeah, there's a couple of 320s swimming around in here, but that's about it. Mostly the single figure fish. I'm on a roll. Just had another fish. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. As I said before, big or small, take care of them all. Oh. At least now that proves that I was doing something wrong on the syndicate water. Oh, I suppose I better put some more bait out. Another couple of handfuls. All the way along the line. Oh, that's it till the next fish. I'm catching fish. Yeah, happy as a piggy. Hey dear, never mind. Got my dinner on, got my Cornish pasty going. Just been having a word with the bailiff, who happens to be my brother-in-law, hence why I get it for nothing. Unless the other bailiff's about, the old one. The pineapple and embuteric was not gone, believe it or not. Might change that one to something else, but if I do that, we'll have to change the rig. We'll have to go and have a look in my bait bag, see what I've got. It should be fun. Might have some white chocolate. Not white chocolate malt. Because yes, there is some yellow ones in there, some orange ones, some red ones, some white ones. Have my dinner first, then have a rethink. Seems to be the pop-ups that are going. I've got one of them. That last fish, that came on these spice blend ones. Came on one of them. The other one, the first fish, the bigger fish of the two, came on one of these. Came on one of them. And they are actually called Orange Fruit Crush. So I got it totally wrong, as per usual. So yeah, so I'm going to have to start getting some bait rolled ready for me birthday bash. It's taking place middle of June. So, right, smells like my dinner's cooked. Oh yes, it's getting there. Another few minutes and I'll be away. Had a bit of a giggle earlier. There was 3 drakes chasing 1 duck. one of the drakes, he was grabbing hold of one of the other drakes and he was trying to. Talk about a bloody gangbang. Right, dinner's cooked. I'll speak to you soon. I've took the pineapple off. Because the other two rods are going, I've had takes on the other two rods over the same baited patch. I've took the pineapple off and I've put on one of my own red spicy pop-ups. That's what's out there now. Oh, they smell gorgeous. While I think about it, over the Easter period, I mentioned my preferred way of fishing a helicopter, rather than using the line guard beads from Fox. I've got to get this untangled now. Yeah, okay, this is tied to a fluoro leader, but you can use it straight on your main line. Clip for your lead, followed by an helicopter bead which just pushes over, so you're left with something like that. Then another bead, then a ring swivel quick clip, finally your upper bead. Now that piece of braid is one of the unleaded leader versions, and as you can see there's only about 5 inches. For the simple fact, on your helicopter, that point there is the weakest link, because it's pulling at such an angle on nylon. Then it's prone to you having break-offs. That knot there is a Keith Moore's knot, if you can see it. More or less follows the contours of the what do you call it, the main line. Like I say, this is tied to a fluoro leader. If leaders are not allowed, then you don't use that bit. Simple. But to me, that length there is not a leader. It's, you splice it, you splice that end on as you normally would, but with the lead free leaders, what I've found is when you splice, you want a full splicing needle up. That's on the lead free ones. On the lead ones you don't have to, you want about an inch and a bit. So yeah, that's my preferred method of fishing a helicopter. Like I say, to me that is not a leader. That's just there to prevent the acute angle with nylon, because nylon's obviously a lot stiffer. But as you can see, that's not going nowhere. So yeah, that's my lead-free lead. My preferred method of fishing a helicopter, as opposed to one of them leg clip line guards what I've been using. Because like I say, them line guards I've found your line cuts into them when you're packing your rods away. But yeah, with that way it don't happen. I've got 3 of those made up, ready for the next time. Ready for the next time I go down the syndicate, which should be, I don't know, a couple of weeks time, when I'm on my holiday. Like I say, I found whatever I do, I just like to keep things simple. Gone are the days of faffing around, putting extra bits here, extra bits there. When you actually look at the rig, you don't need it. Well, them indicators remain silent for a little while now. I don't know what time is. What, 2 o'clock? Might give it another hour, then disappear. I've had my fun, I've had a couple of fish. I've had to move the camera around because on the other side you couldn't bloody see me. Tell you what, have a look at the water for a few minutes. Don't suppose you want me to see me rolling a fag again, do you? Ouch. Well, just poured my last cup of coffee. I've had a few more bleeps. That's about it really. Fish are up in the upper layers of the water now. Seen quite a few just below the surface, and more breaking the surface. So I'm gonna have this cup of coffee. Right, get this coffee finished. Oh, there goes a bloody bait boat. Fish at all costs. I mean, I've used the bait boat in the past. But I use it sensibly. Oh. With the stretch that he's got in his line, when a fish picks that bait up, what's going to be in them bushes before he knows it. We don't realise it. Right, that's it for the day, I think. Finish this coffee. Put my gear away. And then few calf home. So I'll catch you all later. Well, that's it. Game over. It's 25 to 4 now. Thoroughly enjoyed it. If I could change anything, then when the sun had burnt that mist off and started to poke his head through, I'd have moved down to the shallow end. But as somebody was fishing down there, then I stood no chance of getting down there. So I stayed where I was. I kept getting a few sharp bleeps. But yeah, other than that, really enjoyed it. Nice to get a fish under my belt again, so as I can see what a bugger looks like, really. Yeah, right. Head off home, and I'll see you the next time. Bye.